Even after writing 11 books and winning several prestigious awards, Maya Angelou could escape the nagging doubts that she hadn't really earned her accomplishments. Albert Einstein experienced something similar. He described himself as an involuntary spender, whose work didn't deserve as much attention as it had received. Accomplishments at the level of Angelou's or Einstein's are rare, but their feeling of fraudulence is extremely common. Why can so many of us shake feelings that we haven't earned our accomplishments, that our skills and ideas aren't worthy of others' attention? Psychologist Pauline Rosecrans was the first to study this unwarranted sense of insecurity. In her work as the therapist, she noted that many of her undergraduate patients shared a concern. Though they had high grades, they didn't believe they deserved their spots at the university. Someone believed their acceptance had been an immense error. While Clarence knew this fear were unfounded, she could also remember feeling the exact same way in graduate school. She and her patient experienced that something that goes by a number of names: imposter phenomenon, imposter experience, and imposter syndrome. Together with the college Suzanne Imes, Clarence first studied imposterism in the female college student and faculty. Their work established pervasive feeling of fraudulence in this group. Since that first study, the same thing has been established across gender, race, age, and a huge range of occupations. Though it may be more prevalent and disproportionately fact, the experiences of underrepresented or disadvantaged groups. To call this a syndrome is to downplay how universal it is. It's not a disease or abnormality, and it isn't necessary to tie to the depression, anxiety, and self-esteem. Where does this feeling of fraudulence come from? People who are highly skilled or accomplished tend to think the others are just as skilled. This can spiral into feeling that they don't deserve accolades and opportunities over other people. And as Angela and Einstein experienced, there is often no threshold of accomplishment that puts the feeling to rest. Feelings of imposterism aren't restricted to highly skilled individuals either. Everyone is susceptible to phenomena known as pluralistic ignorance, where each people doubt ourselves privately, but believe we're alone in thinking that way because no one else voices their doubts. Since it's tough to really know how hard our peers work, how difficult they find certain tasks, or how much they doubt themselves, there is no easy way to dismiss feeling that we're less capable than the people around us. Intense feeling of imposterism can prevent people from sharing their great ideas or applying our jobs and programs where they excel. At least so far, the most surefire way to combat imposter syndrome is to talk about it. Many people suffering imposter syndrome are afraid that if they ask about their performance, their fears will be confirmed. And even when they receive positive feedback, it often fails to ease feelings of fraudulence. But on the other hand, hearing that an advisor or mentor has experienced feeling of imposterism can help relieve those. The same goes for our peers. Even simply finding out there's a term can be incredible relief. Once you're aware of phenomenon, you can combat your own imposter syndrome by collecting the revisiting positive feedback. One scientist who kept blaming herself from problem and started to document the causes every time something went wrong. Eventually, she realized all the problems came from equipment failure. It came to recognize her own competence. We may never be able to banish these feelings entirely, but we can have open conversations about academic and professional challenges. With increasing of awareness of how common the experiences are, perhaps we can have feel freer to be frank about our feelings. I'm both confident some simple truth. You have talent, you are capable, and you belong.